2023 started with a lot of training. With the Manchester Marathon looming in the distance, I knew I needed a good January to set me up well for the year. That's exactly what happened. I visited a different parkrun every Saturday, including Ludlow, the Wyre Forest, the Forest of Dean, all difficult but all awesome.
The first race of the year. Let's get it done.
I decided to have a bash at the Warwick Half Marathon in early Feb, and despite the freezing temperatures that day, wearing my hat backwards of course, and my Go Faster arm sleeves, I ran really well that day. I set out to try and get close to a PB, which was 1:44.
Right, 15k's up. We're on target. Don't want to get greedy, but I think the PB might be on.
Pushed and I pushed until I crossed the line, and my mate Chris was there to give me my medal at the end. PB bagged. 6 weeks before, Brett had paced me to a 21:35k, and I genuinely didn't think that I could go any faster than that. He said, "Don't worry, you'll be fine. Just keep up with me." March came and it was freezing. It made training difficult, but I knew I had to keep getting the miles in.
Nice and easy. I say nice and easy. I don't know how today's gonna go.
Towards the end of the month, the weather started to feel a bit more spring-like. Laura, my wife, and Daisy, our dog, we all started to run together. I did the Droitwich Half Marathon, renowned for being one of the hardest local ones to do. Now I see why. Marathon month. Time to take it easy? Nah. I did one last 5k time trial. It went well. Genuinely an accidental PB. The best kind. We stayed on a farm, which was awesome, and now it was time to see if I could complete Project 342. Typical Manchester Marathon story. I set off too quick and I couldn't recover after Altrincham. Eventually, I got over the line bagging a 15-minute PB. I did a race every weekend in May. I'm not even sorry, I love everything about races. I helped pace my friend Abby at the Birmingham Half Marathon, and then it was time for a PB attempt in Weston-super-Mare. This was about as close as I've ever felt to running in a dream. I was trying to run as fast as I could, but I just felt like I was stuck in the mud. Turns out, I was still recovering from a marathon. Who knew? Next up was a brand new race for everybody, the Suckley Quarter Marathon. This race included a field of dreams, a hill of doom, and an unstabilised GoPro. Also, I couldn't believe that I finished
11th. Jesus Christ.
The Dimmock Half Marathon was very tough. Just ask my nipples.
We're off. I'm not going to lie, I have been so nervous.
Laura kick-started her Great North Run training, which included the Two Castles run from Warwick to Kenilworth in the Midlands.
We're nearly there.
Shut up.
Sorry.
On a ridiculously hot day in June, she got through it and she smashed it. Next up for me was the Leamington Half, where Brett and I tried to run a random time without knowing our pace. This is literally the only way that I can beat Brett at running. In July, I turned my attention to the trails and did the 50k of day 2 of Race to the Stones. Let's just say it didn't go to plan.
I'm going to try and not let this ruin my day. Awesome. Fucking hell. How have I gone so far wrong? I ain't got a clue where I am.
I got over myself and I got back on track and even had time to make a strange noise as I crossed the line.
Wonderful, Andy. It can only be you, Andy.
Training for my September half marathon was in full swing by now.
I've had 5 guys for lunch, so it could struggle.
Laura did some hill training and quickly realised why she prefers canal runs. She got stuck in though, no moaning, no excuses. Daisy took me on a few runs up the Malverns and they fast became my favourite place to run.
Touch it, touch. Good girl.
Go on!
Go on, Andy.
Final sprint! Go on!
Go on, Andy.
I attempted a 5k PB at a local race, but I missed it by 5 seconds. I blame the 5 guys that I had earlier this month. September started with a 10k PB attempt on what felt like the hottest day of the year in Cheltenham. All I can say is that I'm glad I didn't do the half marathon that day. Fortunately for me, I managed to get over the line with a 49-second PB. The week after, it was Laura's turn for a shot at glory. I've never seen her dig deeper or push harder in my life. I'm so proud of what she achieved that day. She proved that with belief and also a summer's worth of training, you can smash your goals. I've never fancied her more than seeing her sprint to the finish after 13 miles of pain and suffering. My turn, the Worcester City Runs Half Marathon, the one that I've been waiting for. Brett paced me, and he also captured my favourite ever bit of footage I've uploaded on this channel.
It's on, Andy! Andy, it's on! Come on, make some noise for him! Come on, mate, it's on! Let's go! Come on! Come on, Andy! Maguire's love a sprint finish! Go on! Go on! Go on, Andy! Go on, Andy! Get through that line, Andy! Yes!
We've already had half marathon now well underway here.
Yes!
Celebrating our night here in this great city.
I couldn't decide between Chester and the York Marathon, so I did them both.
1 mile to go! Come on! I can see the finish! Look at these people! Look at all these Chester legends!
I wanted to see if training for a half marathon works for a marathon as well. Turns out, no it doesn't. After a week of recovery, it was time to go again. I got round in a slightly slower time than last week, but finishing the Yorkshire Marathon gave me a great feeling of, yeah, I can do hard stuff.
I've been struggling with something since about 2k. I think I need to do a Paul Radcliffe. I think I need to get to those toilets. Okay, well that's something I've never done in a race before.
Believe it or not, this was the highlight of my November. I've had better months. In sub-zero temperatures, I did my annual run of the Worcestershire Way 50km trail. Another ultra in the bag. Laura and I, and Daisy, did a Santa run around Arrow Valley. Somehow, none of us fell over on the ice. I beat a 16-minute 5k runner
See if we can beat Brett.
before rocking Christmas Day parkrun as an elf. I had some success at the Hereford 10k for one last go at beating my fastest 10k a few months ago. Powered by Christmas food and selection boxes, I managed a 37-second improvement on Cheltenham.
It's on, Andy! Andy, it's on! Come on, make some noise for him! Come on, mate, it's on! Let's go! Come on! Come on, Andy! Maguire's love a sprint finish!
Go on!
Go on!
Go on, Andy! Go on, Andy! Get through that line, Andy!
Yes!
In 2023, I've taken some risks, and they didn't all come off. And that's why they call it a risk, as success is never a guarantee. I'd like to say a huge thanks for watching along this year. Your support drives me, it helps keep me accountable, and I feel like I'm always learning about this amazing sport. 2023 was awesome. 2024, I'm coming for you.